All right, all right, all right. Welcome back to No Filter MMA. This is your boy BJ back with another post-fight video reaction. Ailin Perez goes in and beats Karol Rosa. Guys, I told y'all before this fight even happened. When this fight was announced, I told y'all, don't be surprised if Ailin Perez goes in here and beats Karol Rosa. You know, like I was telling y'all before, what's the reason that you don't like Ailin Perez? Is it because of the twerking or is it because of what she does in the cage? Because it can't be what she does in the cage. It's gotta be because of the twerking. So let's talk about this fight. Straight out the gate, Ailin Perez, round one, closes the distance on Karol Rosa. Everybody knows Karol Rosa has dangerous leg kicks. She will kick your legs to death. And Ailin Perez immediately goes for the takedown. Tried the first time, didn't get it, got it the second time. And, got some ground control time on Karol Rosa. And then the fight gets back up. And the problem that Karol Rosa has is, and the commentators was talking about it, she's too defensively minded. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's just too defensively, like defense is at the forefront of her style instead of offense. Like, she doesn't go after it enough. She just, kicks your legs and then comes forward. She doesn't do anything else. And Ailin Perez did a good job of just sticking and moving. When they were on the feet, she was just, throwing leg kicks. She was throwing combinations, jabs, right hand, spinning back fist. She landed a good, clean spinning back fist on Karol Rosa. And Karol Rosa didn't really do much but just march forward. You know what I'm saying? And then, I don't know about y'all, but right after I watch a fight, it kind of goes fuzzy. I got to go back and watch it again. I can't remember if she got a takedown in round 2, but I know for sure she got a takedown in round 3 and had some control time again in the fight. You know what I'm saying? And then, Karol Rosa gets back up and starts doing the same thing. She did the same thing all 3 rounds. She just kind of kicks the legs, and that's really it. She didn't really land any clean shots on Ailin Perez up top this entire fight. Ailin Perez was throwing body kicks. She was throwing spinning back kicks. She was kicking the legs. She was going up high with the kicks. She was throwing jabs. Like I said, spinning back fists. Like, Ailin Perez, even though she was fighting off of her back foot, she was still fighting very well. So, I mean, it's just kind of disappointing to see Karol Rosa, have wins over people like Yana Santos and, things like that when she fought like that. You know what I'm saying? And she fights the same way every time. That's why she doesn't have very many finishes. She hasn't finished anybody in the UFC. So, I mean, it's just very frustrating, And Ailin Perez, it may not have been the prettiest fight from Ailin Perez. She's used to taking people down and submitting her. And Karol Rosa did a good job of stopping the submissions and not really letting Ailin Perez control her on the ground like that. But fresh out the gate, Ailin Perez had some nice takedowns, and they were set up perfectly. She threw a big looping hook and ducked right under and grabbed the legs and took Karol Rosa down. You know what I'm saying? These takedowns weren't ugly takedowns. They were nice, clean takedowns. You know what I'm saying? They were always set up by a strike, whether it was a kick or whether it was a big looping punch. Like, Ailin Perez sets up her kicks very well. She gets to the legs pretty quickly. She can get you down, you know what I'm saying? But Karol Rosa did a good job of defending those takedowns, making it hard for Ailin to take her down, which I think kind of messed with Ailin's confidence and was she able to really take her down and like hold her down. So Ailin Perez had to rely on her striking this round, and it didn't look so bad for somebody who's predominantly a grappler. You know what I'm saying? She was throwing good combinations. You can tell her striking coaches had her 100% ready for this fight in case this fight took place on the feet, and she looked 100% prepared for this fight. Karol Rosa, to me, is just kind of like a letdown in a way. Like, a lot of people expect this devastating Brazilian striker, and she just doesn't give that at all. And the way this fight played out, this is the result that it should have been with the Juliana Velasquez and the Ilima-Lei Macfarlane Bellator title fight. That's the result that Ilima-Lei Macfarlane should have had, because what Karol Rosa did in this fight is exactly what Juliana Velasquez did, which is a whole lot of nothing. A whole lot of nothing. a strike here and there, a strike here and there, defending takedowns, making it hard for the takedown. That was it. Juliana Velasquez didn't do shit in that fight with Ilima-Lei Macfarlane, and they took the belt away from Ilima-Lei. That was fucking crazy. But anyway, this fight played out kind of the same way that Macfarlane and Velasquez fight played out. You got a grappler who's trying to take her down. You got a grappler who's throwing punches and constantly being the one on the offense. And then you have a striker who's just only solely worried about defense and not throwing anything very devastating, not throwing anything very hard, a leg kick here and there, a punch here and there, but nothing really significant. You know what I'm saying? So, it kind of played out the same way, but shout out to Ailin Perez, and shout out to the judges for giving the win to the person who deserved the win, in my opinion. So, anyways, Ailin Perez moves into the top 10, so now we got to start Ailin Perez is going to be fighting up from here, so we got to see what's going on. So who does she fight next? Like a Miesha Tate? Ayanna Santos, who does she fight next? Everybody's talking about Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Let's put her in there with Jacqueline Cavalcanti. Let's see what happens. So, anyways, guys, let me know what you think. This is your boy BJ back from No Filter MMA. Drop those comments in the comment section. Hit that like, hit that dislike. And if you guys haven't already, hit that subscribe button. Your boy is out.